The representative is your local point of contact between yourself, so your company outside the EU, and on the other hand, the individuals in the EU or the authorities in the EU, the data protection authorities, who would want to contact you instead of trying to reach out to the company. That's what the rep does. We are this intermediary between really the individuals, the authorities, and then your company outside the EU. The most common request that individuals make is usually deletion requests. So individuals just want to ask your company to erase all the data that you have on them.
The first thing that you really have to ask is whether the GDPR applies to you. So you have to look at different criteria, and there basically are two questions you need to ask yourself. Do you offer products or services to people in the EU or the UK? Or do you monitor the behavior of people who are located in the EU or the UK? For example, if you use cookies on your website. If you answer yes to one of those two questions, then you probably fall under the scope of the GDPR. And if, in addition to that, you do not have an establishment in the UK or in the EU, you have one extra obligation, and that is to appoint a GDPR representative. The data protection representative under the GDPR and the UK GDPR has three legal obligations. The first one is to be the point of contact for individuals in the EU or the UK who want to exercise their rights under the GDPR. The second obligation is to act as the point of contact for data protection authorities. There are 47 data protection authorities across Europe, and each one of them can contact the representative to ask questions about the way you're processing EU personal data. The third obligation is for us to hold a copy of your record of processing activities, what we call a ROPA. So basically that's a document that describes your processing activities, but only those activities that involved EU personal data or UK personal data. In addition to these three legal obligations, EDPO also provides a whole bunch of other services. For example, we provide translation services to cover the 24 languages of the European Union. We also provide a compliance certificate. It's based on blockchain technology, so it can't be altered, and our clients really love that because they can just post it on their privacy policy on their website, and it tells the outside world that you're taking GDPR compliance very seriously. We also provide data breach notification assistance. So if you would suffer a data breach, this can be a really stressful period. So the advantage of having a representative like us is that instead of having to notify 47 data protection authorities, you only need to notify one.
We don't compete with your DPO or your GDPR lawyers, we work alongside them. We're passionate about client service. We're focused on acting as representatives so that you can focus on your business. We have clients from all over the world, and we make sure to adapt to your situation or to your time zone if needed.